and there's no hope left. That's what they want you to think. Well, who is they? The people that control everything that you see, that you have access to. That is who they is, the people in power. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is not to scare anybody. I want you to be aware of what's going on around you. I want to explain some things. I'm not finna force feed some information down your throat and try to make you believe some ideals or philosophies. I'm gonna tell you what's literally right in front of you. Some people see it, some people don't. But I want you to understand how spiritually sensitive of a time we are in right now. It is very dangerous to be outside right now in the world. Having your values be external is very dangerous. It's always been dangerous, but it's real dangerous in today's world because there's a lot of people right now who have their backs against the wall and they want control. Remember they, right? People in power, their currency is control. And whatever it takes for them to be in control, they will do it. And one of the issues that I have that I see is how blank canvases, aka children, aka people who may not have a very strong foundation of who they are, how easily they're being manipulated into thinking certain ways, into being certain ways. How when they're out there in the world, they're no longer safe. They never really been, but it is extremely dangerous right now. And people of age, people of wisdom and enlightenment, y'all not safe either. We not safe. You protect yourself and you can, increase your odds of survival, but it's very dangerous out here. You'll start to notice that in this world, if you haven't already, that all the things that are bad for you are heavily promoted. And if you think that it has to be on a commercial or it has to be thrown in your face, it don't. Subliminal messages work too. A lot of the ideals you had, subliminal. Reading it on the back of your chicken finger box, reading it on the back of a cup, a special cup design that they gave at the fast food restaurant, some movie song, something you've seen in a movie, something you heard in a song. All these subliminal messages eventually get back to the root of your mind and start to create things. Images you've been seeing your whole life, they start to come together and these puzzles start to create things, start to create ideas. You realize that you're addicted to things that you never even paid attention to. You're craving things that you don't even know about. Subliminal messages, they everywhere. They'll put it in your face and they will hide it. And a lot of people are being taken down mentally, physically, spiritually. Control is all about control. Remember, control is the currency. A lot of the things that are going on right now, a lot of the conflicts, they are meant to squeeze people. Not necessarily to make you uncomfortable or to make you hurt, but to come for your purpose, to come for that control that's inside of you, to make you submit the power that you have. Oh no, I need something, but it costs so much, so I only can go to this place because not everybody else can get it, so we have to give all of these people our money because they're the only ones that have it, so they have all the control. Any of this sound familiar? We talk about how being masculine is so toxic, how being a lady is so toxic. And you have a bunch of men who don't want to be men, and you have a bunch of ladies that don't want to be ladies. And I'm not talking about people, dating who they want. I'm not talking about none of that. I'm talking about men who don't believe in standing up for what's right. I'm talking about men who don't believe in thinking for themselves. I'm talking about ladies who don't want to nurture. I'm talking about ladies that attack other ladies, that attack men. I'm talking about all that BS. I'm talking about people who no longer want to be people because of the things that they hear, because of the things that they see. I'm talking about people, division, conquer. In all of this world, with all of our people, we have all of these little new ideas, all these little things that we disagreeing on, all these little conflicts, all these little wars. We got all these things going on, right? And all of it, some of it is bad, some of it is, manageable, blah, 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 blah. But one thing I realized is a lot of it It's just a distraction. Distraction, distraction, distraction. Now, a lot of people may think things like this are crazy, right? See something going on, somebody get bombed. These things are serious too. And a distraction doesn't mean that the event that is distracting is fake, but there's an agenda behind it. Like COVID, for example. COVID was very much real, but COVID was very much fabricated too. There was a lot of things being hidden behind the COVID virus. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people died from it. But a lot of people that died that had COVID didn't necessarily die from COVID. When you shut people into rooms and black out the windows and don't allow anybody to see them, it might, nerf their will to live. Just because somebody got hit by a car and you stick something in them and test and they have COVID doesn't mean that they died from COVID, right? You start to think about these things. What's actually going on behind all of the things that we see? There's a new war, there's a new conflict, there's a new disagreement for us to have damn near every week. And it's only getting worse. But what are they distracting us from? Are they distracting us from what they doing? Or are they distracting us from ourselves? Because when you know yourself, when you have a solid foundation of who you are, these tactics, this control no longer works. And when that happens, the world that we all have a role in upkeeping crumbles. Just think about it. Just really think about it. And I'm just yapping, right? I'm just yapping. All of this is, allegedly, of course. But distractions. Your phone, you own it right now. On a laptop, you own some type of screen. You're watching this. Shout out to you. Appreciate the support. But it's hard to get away from, ain't it? It's very distracting. You open it, you overstimulate it. You can see anything on it. You can go anywhere on it. But it's a distraction. Because you are probably one of those people who have a very big dream that is very accomplishable. But you can't. Because you're distracted. You might have a goal, right? And you need to be in this place over here, but somebody's calling you to be over here. And then you're like, you know what? I'm gonna just go one time. And now you go over here, and now you're going over here 14 times. Now you're over here 60 times. Now you're over here 100 times. But your dreams is over here like, bro, where you at? Distracted. 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 That is the way control is being served. Through distractions. But I want to tell you this. This little game of control that's being played with about a lot of our lives, with all of our lives in some way, shape, or form, is crumbling too. That's why so many things are happening in the world. They throwing out all the Pokemon cards right now. Because things are cracking down. You develop technology that exceeds the development of humanity. Phones, cameras, TVs, all these things are too advanced for our own good. We are still very animalistic. We are animals, by the way, if y'all forgot that. But we are still very animalistic compared to our technology. There's things that we have developed that we can't even fathom. Like our brains, our bodies, our spirits aren't even ready for some of these things. The energies that we are able to consume on a day-to-day basis because of these screens, your existence is not ready for these things. That's why your life is in shambles. It's too much. It's overwhelming. But they develop these things, push these things out, right? To destroy you, me, and everybody else. But in doing that, it has now backfired. Because all that dirty laundry that was hidden in all these files is starting to come up on this technology. All the information that they spread is being spread, and people are breaking down the codes and the way they speak and the things that's going on. It's backfired. They can't really move and go, snipe the dude that made the water powered car because he's streaming 24/7. And maybe they can still go do it, but now people start to realize these agendas, and why when somebody creates something that's innovative, and why when somebody speaks out about something that's so truthful, they get punished. They get penalized. things start to get a little suspicious. They start calling people crazy. Now, I'm not going down a rabbit hole. For anybody who's concerned, if you're concerned, I can understand why you might be concerned, because the world teaches you that people that rant about things that are scary, they make you think they're crazy. I'm just really just yapping, but you know, I'm not, right? But bottom line, the reason why I wanted to make this video is because I've been talking to a lot of people lately that have been afraid of everything. Afraid to get off their square, afraid to move on, afraid to try something new, afraid to just live, and it's been pissing me off. And I get it. They mask these things so well. So damn well. The way they just slip fear into a business suit, the way they just slip fear into the egg price, I get it. I get it. 100%. I can see why you're scared. All the plane crashes, I get it. I get it. But to live in fear is no way to live. And you realize that fear is just this grave, fear is just this prison that you create with your own hands. But the same hands that create all that fear, or better yet, the same hands that allow someone to bring you the materials to then create your own prison, also hold the key to your freedom, to your sanity, to your peace. Real is real, right? The things that are going on in the world, a lot of it is real. A lot of it still has hidden agendas, but a lot of it is real. The economy, terrible. Take advantage of it. You may not be in a position to, go all in and go out, but the things that are going wrong, control what you can control, right? Now, we're going to sweat a little bit. We're going to go through a little bit of something. That's life in general. But don't let fear hold you back from simply just living, from just being. What kind of life is that? You're being taught to just walk and put your head down, not say nothing. You see wrong, I'm not saying nothing. You feel wrong, I'm not saying nothing. Oh, the world over, I might as well just lay down and just quit and just, and don't have no more faith. Where all that went? You don't have no more confidence, no more get up and go, no more will, nothing. It's just all gone because of a few little things happening right now. You scared. It's gonna be okay if you have the courage to stick around for it. But if you don't, then I guess you're right. The world is over. There is no hope. The economy sucks, and we all gonna die, and we're all gonna be slaves, and we're all gonna be under control, and there's one person up above, he's just gonna, he's gonna ruin everything. Like, bro, live on. Live on. Don't let any of these little worldly things ruin what you can't see. Oh, but I forgot. They also taught you if you can't see it, then it's not real, right? I forgot about that. But we all believe in Wi-Fi. Crazy. Oh, my bad. Another rant. Crazy, my bad. Another rant. I was going off on a tangent. I got cloned and all that stuff, right? But man, no, seriously though, man. Like I said, I made this video because I'm just tired of seeing people live in fear. And if you're scared, it's okay, right? If you're scared, live your life being scared, do you. But don't be out here trying to stop other people from living. Let other people live. If you care about them, tell them that. But don't try to scare them into living that phony life that you want to live. And when I say phony life, I don't mean that if you want to work a 9-to-5 that you shouldn't, like, bro, let me clear that out. And I'm gonna just use something that it just gets slung around social media all the time. But you got people who work a job, right? A regular 9-to-5. Then you got people, everybody wants to be an entrepreneur. Then the person who's working a 9-to-5 is like, man, my life sucks because this dude's an entrepreneur. Bro, if you enjoy working your job, work your job. If you want a little freedom and a little this and a little that, then do it. Do whatever you want to do. right? If you work a job, don't try to force that on somebody. If you're an entrepreneur, don't try to force that on somebody. If you scary, don't try to force that on somebody. If you brave and you walking through the world, don't try to force that on anybody. You can talk to someone. You can have a conversation with somebody. You can explain the ups and downs of what, but don't force the way you live on nobody. Because for one, it does nothing. Two, it's working against what you want. Three, you're just wasting time. You're wasting energy. Energy. The real currency, right? But you know, I just felt like ranting. I'm not gonna lie to you. So if you're offended by this, you just wasted your energy. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I just hate to see people cheat themselves out of life. Life has so much to offer. And yes, things happen. Things will make life harder. We have circumstances that make things easier said than done. But that's life in general. But to lay down, to quit, to let the little things that you see and hear determine your life, to let your past determine your future, it just ain't for me. So it just ain't for me, and I'm just tired of seeing it. So that's all this video is about. If this offended you, I don't care. If it scared you, do better. If it helped you, shout out to you. I love you. But the name is Shimon Davis. Subscribe if you're new. Subscribe if you're true. I'm out of here. I got some plans that I want to work on, and yeah, y'all just stay tuned. I got some more stuff coming from y'all, right? For y'all. I just had to get back into my groove. It's been a lot going on. Good stuff. Life is good. But yeah, I got y'all. I might hit y'all with another rant. Who knows? But all I gotta say is y'all be careful out here in these streets, right? I love y'all. Take care.